match officials today, largely from Morocco, Jalal Jayed, the man in the middle. And in the VAR hub operations there, being led by Hamza El Farid.
Welcome, Anderson TV. Welcome.
So one of the teams, well, Manuel Neuer is the only remaining link to Germany 14 triumph and makes his first appearance in 709 days, having come out of international retirement. He could be joined at Bayern next season by Nathan. Gets the start at left back over David Raum. Leroy Sané with 3 goals in his last 5 appearances and in from the off, and joins Jamal Musiala and Florian Wirtz as the trio behind Arsenal's Kai Havertz, who scored twice at the last edition 4 years back. These are the 11 given the honour of starting Curaçao's first ever World Cup match. Eli Roon's in goal, the oldest in the squad. The entire back four all play their club football in the Netherlands. Tahith Chong is the creative spark and the only Curaçao form player in the squad. The Bakuna brothers, Leandro and Juninho, had a wealth of experience. Jurgen Locadia of Miami FC leads the attack. Their top scorer in qualifying, Jermaine Castanier, is on the bench. This, the very definition of David and Goliath. Curaçao, led by Dick Advocat, 82nd in the FIFA World Rankings. Germany, 10th. Joshua Kimmich leading Germany. Leandro Bakuna wearing the armband for Curaçao. The countdown is on in Houston, and this place knows a thing or two about countdowns. The home of NASA's Mission Control, known as Space City, and we have liftoff at the FIFA World Cup 2026 in Houston.
Going to see a lot of that from Eloy Roux tonight in goal for Curaçao, because he's hit everything wrong in all the games prior to this, and the Germans are going to try to jump on the nerves and maybe the pressure that is built here in this huge opportunity for Curaçao early.
Well, the Germans keen to point out in the lead up to this game, they will not be underestimating Curaçao, who will relish the challenge here, no question.
Well, Paul, you can't. These are all players that grew up in the Dutch system. Many of them, 95% of the squad is from the Netherlands. They play on clubs in various places. So these are prideful football players as well. I mean, they're here to compete. They've already achieved Mission Impossible, and now they have opportunity here. And I say the word opportunity against a 4-time World Cup winning Germany.
So going long, collected by Tahith Chong, who's got a fabulous goal against Scotland in a pre-tournament friendly. They did lose that game, but did turn on a red card for Jurgen Locadia, who starts up front.
That was a great 45 minutes until the sending off of Locadia in that game. It really was inspiring. The goal Chong scored, if that was a goal scored by Lionel Messi or somebody else around the world, it would have been on a loop. It was a fantastic goal. But back to Locadia, you just can't make those kind of emotional mistakes on this day or in this World Cup.
Good flick inside, and Brown has found a gap and gone through it. Squared across, and Curaçao just about scramble it clear and look to break away, and this is where they can be dangerous. And Deveron Fonville set sprawling.
You said it, Paul. They have runners, so if Germany overcommits here tonight, they have guys that can break out in wide positions, up front as well. Here's the foul. So it's really about survival here in the first minutes of this one for Curacao, but when that ball turns over, the Germans have to be very, very conscious that there are footballers that can move, that can run, and can hit them in transition.
Here with a lovely ball down the line. Locadia looking to cause a problem. He's followed closely by Schwarzenbeck. Chong. And calmly intercepted by Brown. But you can feel the energy from the Curaçaoan supporters in here, and the players clearly feeding on it, as we see Julian Nagelsmann, rather, the youngest head coach at this FIFA World Cup, facing the oldest in Dick Advocat. 40 years between them.
Incredible storyline, and of course, Nagelsmann in Germany, everything scrutinized beyond belief. Dick Advocat is the experienced hand. He has shown belief to these young players and older players of Curaçao. It's a project he wanted to be a part of, and he met with Eloy Room, the goalkeeper, prior to it, and Eloy Room walked away from that meeting as an old member of this team and a veteran, saying, wow, I love the support that he feels. He really feels he can take us to a World Cup, and thus he did.
Diaz for Musiala. Well done back by Leandro Bacuna, who's looking to drive away, but was stopped in his tracks. Musiala, who's still getting back to full fitness. There is a feeling he's not quite where he needs to be yet, having broken his leg in the States at last summer's Club World Cup following a collision with the goalkeeper Gianluigi Donnarumma. And Musiala's inclusion has been a hot topic in the build-up to this game. Some very notable, high-profile people in the media, former pundits, having their say on whether Musiala should start, but there was absolutely no doubt in Julian Nagelsmann's mind that he was going to play from the off.
Yeah, Thomas Muller and Lothar Matthäus both taking different... Yeah, why not? These guys aren't afraid of being named. I mean, these guys are all legends of the game. I mean, that's what makes Germany and these countries great soccer-playing nations. Everybody's got an opinion.
Juninho Bacuna looking for the straight ball down the middle. Coach Schlotterbeck there to intercept. Oh, lovely ball through from Brown, and suddenly Germany are in danger here. What a heroic block that was from Obispo. Now it's Musiala. Brown. Curaçao on the back foot. Mecha. Beerts. Mecha again! Stunning goal!
Germany.
Wonderfully taken by Felix Mecha.
Germany bad, man.
What is Germany bad?
You understand what I mean? Germany is a good side.
The first goal in Houston's World Cup story is scored by one of the oldest names in the book, Germany.
Felix Mecha plays at Dortmund. Only his 9th cap here tonight for Germany. But watch how they carve this space out. This is just, it almost looks so casual. They can't get pressure on the ball. This is curled around the defender. This is an incredible look into the side netting. This is German technical efficiency at its best. And you know what it means to these guys to get off to a good start, because every team is respected in a World Cup, a goal of class.
Some strike that on Felix Mecha. Not a lot that Eloy Room could do about it. Exactly the kind of start to the game the Germans were looking for. Musiala, they're hungry for more. Still Musiala. There's Pavlovic now.
Don't make them toes out of the
getting in the
4-4-2 formation. I will not listen to me from Mr. Nobody.
Saw them get off the team bus ball, and boy, the looks on everybody's face walking into this game tonight, it was so businesslike. And that's sort of what the Germans are known for here. But get this early goal is kind of a momentum crusher for Curaçao.
Africa leading Curacao. Third World Cup as a coach, having been in charge of the Netherlands and Korea Republic in 1994 and 2006 respectively. Got the Netherlands to the last 8. Right up by Kimmich.
Another thing you can say about him is that he knows America very well, played the North American Soccer League for the Chicago State. For him to come back here after coaching the Netherlands in '94, he made that very clear. He'd come to Houston with Curacao prior to this. The dream was kind of sold to the city here. Here they are back in the city where they've had a lot of great things happen in the Gold Cup.
Yes. Musiala. Mecha looking for another one! That was hit wickedly and viciously.
Curaçao's got to get out and get pressure on the ball here. It's coming way too late. And Mecha's finding himself in great pockets of space here with great shooting opportunities here. Had the power, didn't have the accuracy. But again, getting really, really good positions. Pushing higher. He's tall, physical. And this is what he does. He gets into great goal-scoring positions out of midfield.
Actually suffered a knee ligament injury in March for his match here that put his place in doubt. Here he is firmly in the frame, and he's got a really good partnership with Pavlovic in that midfield anchor role. Dropping deep, but robbed it by Sonja Hansen. Brown getting back again.
Come on. The money can't score
unflustered and back on it with Josua Kimmich.
Love Nathaniel Brown at left back for Germany. It's only his 6th cap here today, but he's got that one thing that a lot of people don't have. That's called recoverability. And he can turn the Jets on.
Jonathan Tah into Havertz.
We have to go on, but I said, when you have cash for your island, everything you get a tip. Why? Everything you get a tip. Them time them show, my time them big it up, them smart up. Everything is very good show. You got to get them shut up. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to try to see it. Deshaun, turn on that now. You know why you're so enough for so loud.
Curacao defender, Mazur.
Can be a polarising figure, Roizane. Really is, he just doesn't deliver enough in the big tournaments. But there's absolutely no doubt of his quality. Just look at his CV, that would tell you that.
Yeah, it's remarkable. And of course, he was at City with Pep Guardiola. We saw him score one of the goals against the U.S. in that 2-1 win in their last friendly. They felt that was a great match and a great tune-up for them coming into this tonight.
All Germany so far. Look how high Schlotterbeck is here. Pavlovic flips in towards Matcher. What a start to the game that he's had.
German
Opportunity comes his way.
He's playing like a forward right now.
Them not here 7
He's going to be the guy that joins in the attack. We've seen it already twice.
Right now, they want America. They want to one.
Pavlovic will be the one that does more balancing and controlling, but this is the night where he's going to get the ball in the bottom as already.
4. So them that say them top them team
boy.
them there. So everybody
Yeah.
try top for them
A
group.
little bit there on Joshua Kimmich.
Everybody have a group, you know, so Brazil have one top for them group.
Played for Brighton and Hove Albion.
Besides, say no Brazil.
He was the club record signing at the time, Natalia.
But sit down
That's
and
just a
take
glorious look at this finish.
a draw.
Pinpoint accuracy. Wrapped his foot around it.
Busy day of World Cup action today. This game opening up proceedings in Group E. Côte d'Ivoire taking on Ecuador later in Philadelphia. Netherlands against Japan. Sweden against Tunisia to come from Group F as well.
Sit down, we're going to the room now. Return to Cromwell with privilege for them to
Slotterbeck.
and it's two of them they just a team for another team. Is it been
Well, it's on
I'm
top.
saying my grandma, but I should go to school or something. I'll go and buy.
Sane, 1-0 quickly out to him. But at the moment for Curacao, it's containment exercise. In behind the ball. Germany have got the tools to unlock them.
So far.
Schlotterbeck, Brown, Wirtz hugging that far touchline. Wirtz stepping on the inside of Floranus and letting fly, and not far away.
Well, that man there, Florian Wirtz, has got to have a great World Cup for Germany if they're going far in this. Definitely a needed man here. He's an all-around footballer. That just doesn't have enough bent on it, but cutting in from the left on his right foot obviously is something that he's mastered. That's a big piece of his game. It's something you have to really look at. But his chance creation has to be a big part of Germany in this World Cup, and it starts today.
Nino Bakuna for Curacao as they make an entry into the German half of the field at long last. It is Kimmich with ball in hand. Way by Obispo. And it back to Manuel Neuer. And today becomes Germany's oldest player. I'm sure he's thrilled with that particular
statistic. Big storyline coming out of retirement to play, and you know, everybody was saying, of course, he's coming to play. He's not coming here to be on the bench. That minute.
Smuggled through to Naction. There's the fullback, but Leandro Bakuna in the way of that one.
Kick out the ball. Kick it out. Kick it out.
Bakuna brothers combine and
Kick it out.
looking for a way out. It's a decent looking ball. Well read by Schlotterbeck.
Curacao fans going nuts, ball and put it through the legs of the German player, nearly put one of his teammates through. We have to talk about Leandro Bakuna. 72 caps, today is 73rd. The captain, he's been a big part of this whole project and this goal and this hope and possibility of getting Curacao to a World Cup.
It's been an amazing journey for them. Speaking to some Curaçaoan fans before the game, they were so excited. It was brilliant. And telling me that it takes literally an hour to go from the east of the island to the west of the island. And they're watching a game here and they're watching their next game as well before they head back. And they come to enjoy the party no matter what happens out on the field. And so it should be. Here's Jonathan Tah.
Yeah, man, thanks.
Schlotterbeck.
Yeah, we can fry.
Plantain. Huh? What is it? Yeah.
Philippe John had mentioned that the party has not stopped in Curacao since they qualified after getting that 0-0 draw against Jamaica in CONCACAF. And you can
So
see
you
it
are
from the
down
fans.
here?
You get that island vibe here in the stadium.
Okay.
A lot of people learn geography about Curacao.
What's your extent?
In one of the ABC islands off South America that all have Dutch
Don't feel
influence.
much.
And it's ironic that the Netherlands is here also.
Indeed so, and playing in this stadium in the not too distant future against Sweden. Going back to that game against Jamaica, and Curacao secured their spot at these finals. Their hearts skipped a beat in stoppage time because they conceded a penalty, which was then overturned by VAR. Here's Bakuna. Shot. He was fouled. Curacao getting a free kick.
It's got an elusive nature to him. There's Meche, your goal scorer, who's been really pushing high in this game. But this is one of the assets that Chong has, is to get out of pressure, draw fouls. He's going to want to do that closer to the German goal. Set pieces could be a big piece here today for Curacao. Right now, it's really stay in this game, remain within touching distance.
Shadley Bazua, who actually plays in the Turkish Super League with Konya Sport. Keep an eye on him, a very aggressive centre-back, number 23 in Curacao and blue.
When you mentioned some of the younger ones for Curacao, Basura is one of the younger ones.
Stolen by Juninho Bakuna. Now a chance for Comanencia to drive forward, and the blue shirts are joining him in there. Can he find the right cross? Tahib Chong behind it. Arcadia. Juninho Bakuna challenged by Musiala. And there's Leandro Bakuna. And it's wild.
I want to get someone.
But it's a confidence-building attack for Curacao.
19.
Yes, Leandro Bakuna got underneath this, kind of slices it. You can tell his technique doesn't work for him there. But let's talk about the build-up, and let's talk about putting a circle around that and saying this is a good moment for them in this game. And they're saying, hey, look, we can play a bit of football against Germany as well.
And the fans around us absolutely loving it. Look at the smiles on the faces.
We're almost in the Curacao section here. This is wonderful.
Brown.
Alright, we won't stop. We will show you.
Now Florian
We won't
Wirtz.
stop.
Looking for options in the middle, looking for Havertz. Skips away from him.
Don't stop, alright. I'll show you something.
Well, Wirtz was the big signing for Liverpool from Bayer Leverkusen, was on that team that didn't lose Leverkusen a single Bundesliga match, as you look at Manuel Neuer. And Wirtz has had injury issues and things. Kind of a hit or miss, real high moments with Liverpool, but some tough times as well this year. But so much dependency on him for Germany.
He'll be working with a new coach, of course, when he heads back to the English Premier League. Tony Iraola taking the reins following the departure of Arne Slot. This is Obispo for Curacao, looking to spread it to the right and spread it. He does. Comanencia nudging behind towards Hansen. There's Arcadia, and there's the strike!
I know how it feels, no problem.
A nation of scarcely more than 100,000 souls has just silenced millions. Germany won, Curacao won. Manuel Neuer, upon his return, is beaten. Open possibility from space opens up here.
Yeah.
Onside,
Yeah.
no-time ball.
Okay.
Lacani
Excuse
is
me. Catch
trying to
that.
miss
You
his
that.
range gratuitously. And this is a great hit from Comanencia. His third international goal. It skips up there. As you can see, over the two outstretched hands. Look at Advocat. And what a moment here It is history for Curacao, their first ever World Cup goal.
One can only imagine what the scenes are like on that tiny little Caribbean island. And here they come again. Lucadia, the angle against him, stacks across. Wow. Wow.
Wow.
Lucadia went down, there's no penalty here. But this is just amazing emotion and momentum now flowing behind the blue wave. Goes down too easy there with Ta.
There was a lady just then to my right, a few rows away, dabbing her eye with her scarf. I think those around us can scarcely believe what they've just seen as we hit the hydration break, and all the noise you can hear is coming from the Curaçaoan fans.
No problem. We are it. Yeah, man, right? Yeah, man.
Brought to you by Flow, Red Stripe, Coca-Cola, KFC, Sofugen, Sunshine Snacks, and water.
Introducing Flow 5G. Built on a brand new network.
We can only imagine all the Curacao them, the people them in the street, all them supposed to happy. Not only like the city.
Is now 5G.
Wouldn't mind, it was up to me, Grandma.
Yeah.
Every country, if I even don't win, score one goal in the World Cup. We just lift up the crowd, but people don't spend their money, they can't get their money's worth. Because the uncle's company money for God is saying, it takes money. Guys, they're on an hydration break, so I have to be careful. But I'm going to turn on the TV whenever a song. Yesterday we were song between Tracy and a guy named Yankee, and then YouTube give me a message that copyright for song. Even if I want advertisement, them still give me copyright. So respect their wishes. Whenever it's finished, the advertisement them turn it up. But you can imagine, Grandma, no strike can't beat the Jehovah God. Copyright just for the song what Chelsea do. Like when the something start, like the people are going to do them commentary, like we'll turn it down when the song are played. When them talk to them talk, but after that, you have to be careful because I don't want to look like say, I not have no ears. I'm a bad man because I'm not. Can't even kill a mosquito.
They're cold.
Yeah, so.
They come to your something.
Yeah.
But find anything but find your YouTube channel.
Now come on to that. I want them to do it.
Manuel Neuer. Well, it's the restarters here, not the return to the international fold that he had envisaged. Kept a clean sheet in his previous 7 World Cup appearances.
250 people.
Well, they're getting one today.
250?
Yeah, man, pay 20.
Jonathan Tah for Germany.
Yeah, man, pay 20.
Okay, alright.
Showed it
Sane,
off for my planting.
watched closely by Fonville, who's a really good athlete, the number 24.
Nice team shape. The way right now Curacao is set up. Cutting out passing lanes. That's a missed tackle there.
Matchup on to Musiala. And he's got company now from Leandro Bacuna. Musiala doing his best to the assistant flagging. And it will be a free kick to Germany.
Besieged by a couple of Curacao defenders, including Bacuna.
The one that we match yet. Them so far Germany won
They've
and
obviously got a target
Curacao won.
center back, so forward.
Brazil played yesterday with tie with Morocco 1-1. Morocco almost did a run for money.
Standing over this. This was man-to-man marking here from Curacao for the most part.
Plenty of elevation on that shot of it. Excellent save from Room.
One we not like to never up
But that's the man they wanted to find.
You shan't be here.
Eloy Room comes up with the big
And
save.
not
Yes,
trouble.
so
Behave.
many times
When you
so
start
far for
trouble,
Curacao.
you
This is a
start,
great team, great timing. And Eloy Room sees that all the way in the end.
Let's go up and try something, you know, for real? Come on, take everything.
Right.
Daniel Brown to deliver. Punched out by Room. Counter by Beers. Into Musiala, who tried the flick, didn't come off. He's got it now though. He's away from Bakuna. But sliding in was Armando Obispo. But great work from Musiala.
Grandma.
Gets himself into the penalty area.
The man them decide, say, they may follow we get
at the end of that play. But to allude to, Joe has elusive
This is
nature.
what? This is what teamwork
Something's gotta do today.
look like. That is what Jamaica lack.
No, like,
On deep against
The man they come like the one of my friend.
who wins it again.
Upon it. May I tell him, mommy?
Curacao.
You can't see unity. We not talk about only the person, even in Germany side.
He's got on the
Jamaica one game, you look like you call somebody round the road, round the lane, come from over common and it's about playing football. Get somebody from Westmoreland and all over the place to play. We don't have no unity in our club.
All teamwork.
Yes, our regular girls them play compared to the man them. Unity. If nobody do Khadija no you saw Jody she won.
Havertz, McKinney.
I see somebody tackle Khadija and I think less than a minute after Jody K and the girl
Warren White in the middle, hoping for the ball to come over. Next Sane.
And you don't say woman, catch it. You don't say woman, you don't say woman they don't take money.
This time it was
Grandma, a goalkeeper and go on good. From Curacao. Because one from Jamaica match was saying bad for saving and no goal is saving. No attempts to try and then catch a goal.
what's it?
Your man, you want some man.
take a lot of the
You don't only the player them love save, love the goalkeeper them save the goal them. And if I Brazil are playing, we love when a goalkeeper can play, can catch ball.
for Germany.
Alright.
Prominent Sear is the one who's keeping an eye on
Ready?
Schlotterbeck here, who's making his move now, and he's peeled away to the far post again, but Common Sear
Alright.
flicks it away. Here's Fonville. Will this reach Tahi Chong? It will. Which is on. Makani was wide open on the other side of the field. Hang on a minute, Chong. Well, it's good play from Wirtz, dropping into defensive mode there, taken on the turn now by Pavlovic. Schlotterbeck.
Mommy, everybody said Germany they're going to win that one
Curacao
spot
have
for
to get back
Curacao
into
in the
position. Sane driving infield. Coming in here in just the right spot. And that might just give Curacao the opportunity to build themselves. Little flick round the corner from Bakuna.
Here are some, one taking them. 1-1.
Matchup.
No more than give them two.
Last sequence when Curacao won that.
You want to win the match.
Nice moment to get a little bit
See,
more
mommy, no Brazilian can never ever forget what happened in 2014. He said, mommy, Germany, they call me team that is.
posture.
Come on, like football. I'm against them otherwise. Following up football time, when I'm put it in number one. But otherwise, I don't have anything against them. They don't do anything.
Musiala in the
Except for
pocket.
the time when they give Brazil 7-0. All the body people they will give Brazil 7-0. Who will not retire? The material one of the
Florian Wirtz.
Here you go, Grandma.
Through the middle of the time. Into it. Great block. They're not in the clear yet, though. Fonville looking to clear out for touch. More heroic defending. The blue wave throwing every ounce of sweat equity and Germany today here
Oh God, mommy, you
in the
must
first
see more.
half.
One of the Curacao. See my black, the goal. See
I
there?
had the Neva pass.
Oh, Jesus.
Has to be a part of the game here today.
Imagine you end up and have one thing there. One husband that will maybe massage him nipple a minute. Massage him hand. Come my baby mother, come massage my foot there. Oh, that's gladly do it.
Oh, that's nice. Just a pity. Just got away.
I'm sure that Andrew.
But the idea was a nice one. Pavlovic of Bayern Munich, one of several from the Bavarian club in this squad. Wirtz of Liverpool. Nudged inside, matchup. Sane. Pavlovic is on the scene. This is Kimmich. And that can be allowed to run behind. That's Joshua Kimmich not happy with the referee who got in his way for a moment. Dick Advocat, the experience he has brought here, had to leave the coaching threshold real quick. This was the Timo on Schlotterbeck. He has had some magic.
One island into 100,000 people.
Goal for Curacao.
100,000?
Really was the first player from the Netherlands to start recruiting the others. And then Dick Advocat came on the scene, so he is the elder statesman of the team. He's a spokesperson for him. He's a huge leader.
You mind could have gone around at 16.
Every minute of and a recruiter. Yeah, recruiter. Well, he played every minute in qualifying. All 10 matches, 6 clean sheets. Curacao with a free kick here in German territory. Bazoa.
Black them color, yellow, blue and yellow.
Now Leandro Bacuna, a joint most capped player. I like what Bacuna has done here right now.
You see that is World Cup,
Grandma? Slows it down.
Never you underestimate nobody. Because even 80, although them get the team get them one, you realize that them still could get more than one. So there's nothing, to me, as far as I see, don't underestimate nobody in this tournament. Don't underestimate nobody.
Seeking out Hansen.
But you know the Morocco, them that got the Brazil around for their money because no Morocco, them Americans them can't play.
Reading the way again.
You understand?
Juninho Bacuna, sidestepping matchup. Only one thing on his mind, but rather ambitious to have a go from there. Yeah, but I like it. Because it does show a level of confidence. 3 goals in World Cup qualifying for Juninho Bacuna. But again, that is a little
seeing
bit
them all them a play grandma.
They do like to try things.
Even what them make Jamaica get to go to the World
We're not
Cup.
changing things.
See all them a play, they deserve to be there.
An organization in certain areas.
You understand, mommy?
A beautiful marriage. 62% possession so far.
You have to give credit where credit is due.
Pavlovic will usually look for a forward pass. Musiala. Brown offering out on the left. Wirtz let it go. Pavlovic. Kimmich. Pavlovic again. Now it's matchup. And now it's Kai Havertz.
Come Curacao. If I as a grandma say, if I go 1-1, we're okay with that. But no them score. No one after come from behind. What we must do is just make sure that no one will have the one. Then the turn back we talk mommy who are the finishing touch in a second round. But don't make them go no two. We're going to self a club and can't reach back to the after come back from behind. Alright. Then put the ball this on. Ready?
Swinner here off the left foot of Brown. He's all the way across the field to take the corner. Or he could take it, Nathaniel Brown, the referee. It's a word with Ziala Loranes.
Ground delivering and flicked in.
Jesus, mommy.
Well, they have been warned. And they haven't heeded that warning.
Oh,
Because Nico Schlotterbeck puts Germany back in front.
Oh, God.
Next board again.
Mm-hmm. Don't do this, man. Alright, I'm gonna dance. Don't rest them. Dance, we can't
Four
dance.
stars on the show.
Dance and what? Come,
Two
the rest of
goals on the
now.
board now.
Brush off on the teeth.
Curacao
Do it,
fully
do it,
aware
do it.
of Schlotterbeck.
Wash on the face. Get the ball running now. I
Two
say it
corners
now.
he
One
got
in
his head on him,
there.
and this time,
Not
well,
it,
that's a
mommy.
glancing header. He's on the move.
And
That's the
catch
key
it,
to
I
this.
say go.
being
Time now.
on the move,
Brush up on the brush off on the
beautiful
face.
delivery.
Brush on the teeth.
Completely
Brush off on the
on
foot.
board.
I say go. I'm gonna
That's
try.
bread
I
and
say
butter for
go.
Nico Schlotterbeck. That's a big goal to have a little bit of the momentum back.
Sean, you don't say your
And it comes off that
auntie.
beautiful thing called the
And you say, I
corner.
just try to send have the money to send it go Sunday
Nico Schlotterbeck's
class.
first goal for his country.
That's what I say. I'm just saying about a thing about present here in a grade 4.
How about that? It comes in a World Cup.
I have a big present for you.
Not bad timing.
One big present in my feed them like
Well,
that.
Curacao have recovered once before. Can they do it again? There is the man who got them level for a time, Comanencia. At the downfield by Room. There's Schlotterbeck. Well, prior to this game, Germany had won 56 World Cup matches when scoring first. The omens in that regard look
So
positive.
me just coming back in cause me outside tell at the chance to
Sarne's header in field
nice
for Havertz.
with the buckle. So I'm really unsure
And also for that, they have come in on a 9-game winning streak, including that 2-1 friendly win over the U.S. a few days ago.
Come curious, so don't get defeated over one
by
extra.
Slovakia, but after that they
Let's
never
start
looked
with
back
just-
for Germans.
You want me to tell you for
Now
them?
qualified for every World Cup since winning it for the first time in 1954. Pavlovic to Wirtz. Mecha. Nicely worked again.
On the spot too much. On the going off them spot. To all for now, don't have for them spots.
He's hassled by Mecha. Well, Zane takes a tumble, he's not going to get anything there.
Sir, get up. Because the while ago on the push on the Curacao and they never hear the youth of the youth. I don't know. So get up,
Question
man.
about it, he's
On our man, as a turn, man. On our man. Man must play like man.
Schlotterbeck's header, and again, the whole key
I
is
ask
this
me
is
when they
empty
violate me, I'm don't holler.
defenders, but the other key is completely on board. Something just an assignment there. This was a simple header for him.
Grandma.
Context of the big picture. But they had gone to him.
Never know
twice before, so
everything.
this time they got
But I'm
to
talking about the right thing.
Never know it.
Don't it? Tell me, say,
That's the center back.
the one I did this something that barely catch me. And you saw me start. But the end, some of them are holler, some are ball to the bottom. When we done holler and ball.
The delivery was great.
Yes,
He's
sir.
used the pace on that, hasn't he, to help.
Don't it?
This was in the delivery. Just gotta make good contact.
Look at ball, on our glass. Get up, man.
Musiala.
Man must play like man. Catch it.
And Room will drop on it before Nathaniel Brown can get there.
3 near the goal right up.
The
defend, the goalkeeper.
15 saves against Honduras in the Gold Cup. And
This second.
told me in an interview that, you know, this has been a great city for me. Lots of good things have happened in Houston,
The goalkeeper.
both myself and Curacao.
Bounced on by Juninho Bakuna. Comanencia.
You know what someone wants to do? Up for them part, all for the now score. How they know what phone part, may realize they know what phone part, they're more likely to score than when we don't have for them part. So So I'll put now score and stop.
Snapped
Don't
up by
stop.
Musiala. The Germans win it back. Here's Wirtz. Brown sets up on a run on the outside. There he goes. Chased down by Floranus. Back it comes to Pavlovic.
Don't make them go in the tree. I'm not going to look the field. Don't make them go in the tree.
Matcha.
No, come man, no, come man. If I even them tap on and they tap on the hand or something. And now to the hand they broke. Come man.
Yeah.
One person must they right there so one the open and side and then the middle part there so no problem don't go on.
Well, you take people on like that.
You have to know, see that one next corner again. You have to know how to intersect.
The more corners they get, more opportunities you have to get Schlotterbeck and your big center backs forward. Here he is again. And he's just maybe the ultimate target right now. Got his head on 3 of these.
Come on.
One of them is going in.
That come let me talk or not listen.
Listen to them.
Captain.
It's a big boat.
Maybe Paul Schlotterbeck who knocks it down, and Curacao really need to try and get a grip on him.
Thought he was going to the near post this time. He circles and kind of makes a little semicircle to the back post. He's got different movement. The Germans are fully aware of it. Near point ball. Yeah, I mean, 4 times on corners you put a head on it. You got to go up with him. You got to get an arm in. You got to get an arm across him. You got to try and put him off because it looks a little bit too easy right now defensively from Curacao.
Brown swings it over. Room gets knuckles on it. Musiala, playing in his 4th major tournament for Germany. Driving on the outside. There's the pullback. And now Brown. And now Zane. And there's Pavlovic. Everybody wanting a go in German white.
Come on.
And Hansen trying to alleviate the pressure as we head into 4 added minutes at the end of this first half.
That kind of smile when you said everybody's having a go here. I mean, there was 4 players who had a shot at it. Pavlovic
That's the one coming at me. I want to go
had big force, didn't get it. This time he did get it.
What are the girls from
Curacao
Curacao?
just getting bodies in front of his shot.
Antonio Rudiger looking on.
Well, we know Antonio Rudiger is a very emotional player. He's playing it out on the sideline right now. It's a wonderful option to have off the bench.
Collected by Zane. Kimmy.
The first part.
Bispo is there for Curacao.
They top of the notch that they must be on the bench now. You know, second run I get my feet that I go to the German.
Looking to feed down the line for Tahir John. The battle with Tar, who felt the ball had gone out.
They better get back defensively. This John is on.
The whistle blow.
Valencia. Hansen. And that's comfortable.
Not bad. That one want to do, create chances.
Havertz.
Hey,
Which wants a Musiala. Germany can be a little quicker in transition when Curacao has players committed forward like in that last sequence. I think they're going to try to get the goal a little bit. Instead of putting your foot on it and recirculating it. I think the opportunity is there for them to do that. They recognized it, but they've been wanting to recirculate the ball.
Stop them too much on the side. I'm like, all for them to do there.
More risk at times.
Stop them too much on the side too much.
Brown flashes one across, matches onto it. Really good feet, takes a tumble. The referee says penalty. Right at the end of the half. Germany now with a chance to really tighten the screw.
Grandma, pinch me. I mean, one maybe, me and you before you start to.
Well, here's Metcha. It looks like he's caught.
So if we go penalty and I think the male try to defend the ball, how can it be penalty? The defend the ball.
That's a right foot that flips him. Might be slightly
Alright, we'll go on the penalty.
embellished a bit, but there was contact. I think the penalty call was a good one.
On the penalty. So it go.
First look, it almost looked like he may have embellished it in a big way, but after getting the replay, it's pretty obvious. There was
Alright, we'll
contact.
just start at the thing. Then we're going to
Yeah,
see.
you are, of course, but
We still can come back.
had a close
Just the
inspection
first
of that. And the ball has been handed here to Kai Havertz.
So what you're doing here is you're trying to get one of your strikers unlocked in this tournament from the penalty spot.
So the goalkeeper over there now. The same over there? Alright, make sure you stay my talk to goalkeeper. Make sure you stay in the try. Jump over for the time. Until
North Cap, Eloy Room, become a hero for Curacao. Big moment this for Germany on the
when
cusp
it's score,
of
you
half-time.
tell me.
The
I think it's
opportunity
score, you
to
tell
take a
me. Now get the
two-goal
watch
push
is
into the
always
break.
strong.
Right in front of the largest
Ready?
proportion of Curaçaoans this, behind Eloy Room's goal. It's Havertz, and he rolls it in. He's on the board at this FIFA World Cup, and Germany will go to the break 3-1 up.
You know, we're not happy if Curacao could have come back from this. The game soon done. Not done, I mean the first half. And the
Little
ball
collective sigh of relief here for Germany, but I think very much so they wanted to get Havertz to the penalty spot because goal scorers are kind of strange creatures. They need confidence. Little stutter step, Room goes left, and you described it perfectly, Paul, by saying rolls it in. He just passed it in, and it proves to you that not all penalties have to be hit hard, but there was a little bit of a stutter that moved Eloy Room. And that's a big goal for Germany. Stroke at halftime, timely type of goal. Very important.
on our player top side in the first match.
That
So
is half-time.
at least we get a goal.
Well, Curacao may be trailing, but they are the ones leaving the field to a standing ovation from their followers. A historic first half of football for them, scoring their first ever goal at a World Cup finals. Livano Comanencia levelling the scores after Felix Mecha had opened the scoring. And goals from Schlotterbeck and Havertz have put Germany in control at the break here in Houston.
That's a good hook first half for the Germans to come back out. What a moment, you mentioned it already. There's no need for me to go over it again, but the first ever goal for your country in the first World Cup. Comanencia is now a national hero. We've seen the reaction in here from Curacao. Manuel Neuer in Germany really taking large portions of this game over, but to be fair, Curacao was dangerous in transition a number of times, so it's important for
Brought to you by Flow, Red Stripe, Coca-Cola, KFC, and water.
It's not trying to see you. I mean, you know what? It's sunny night. Which one get up now? No more sunny night, man. Because them just send me a one for the song and I'm going back and really see the song.
And then here comes Curacao. And they get the tying goal. And everyone says, wow, what's going to happen? But it's now 3-1 at half-time as we welcome you back to our Dare to Dream coverage. And I think Curacao, they are daring to dream. And they probably dreamt of something like this. Do you remember 1998, Jamaica against Croatia in our very first game? We scored the first goal. Robbie Earl. That Croatia team went on to play the semi-final of the competition. So Curacao can say we have done well. Oral Tracy and Tony Cowan and Marcus Brown are with me. I still think the Germans will win even more comfortable than they are even now. Yeah. But what did you think when you saw that Curacao goal?
Yeah, I was a little bit, well, although I said single digits, you know, but I just thought they were a little bit overconfident for the first couple of minutes of the game.
Go at them, man.
Yeah, I thought they would have been ultra conservative, like they were in the national team here. But I think they reverted after the
Them rate Jamaica more than...
Yeah, look like them rate. Yeah, exactly. So I don't know if it was a tactical or maybe a little bit naivety or indiscipline. But it kind of came out God's blazing, and when it looked like how the floodgates were going to open from, I think they came back to their shape.
Yeah, and have you seen anything, Tony, that would suggest that we're not going to see 3 or 4 more goals from Germany?
Not at all. I think we're going to probably see 2 or 3 more, but I'm interested to see how Curacao finishes the second half. Are they going to continue and play and have it open, or are they going to sit back?
Yeah, so Marco, come in on the thing and close up. When him see the third goal, my man was
Germany!
Germs! What do you think for the first half?
I mean, Curacao, they came to play. They're playing, as you can see, they're playing a bit like expansive football. I thought they would have sit more in a low block and try to eat Germany in the counter, but...
Well, you know, the coach probably said we're not expected to beat this team. No, let's go and skip.
So just
enjoy ourselves. Go and, see what I want. Have some fun and see what I want. When you look at the goals, Tony, you're going to take me through the first one. As we look at the first goal from Germany. 1-0 here. Tony?
Nice and easy play between the fullback and the centre back. Individual brilliance coming up for a shot. They had a lot of intricate passes around the box. You'll see a lot of ones coming through, and then Nemec with a beautiful goal. Yep, 1-2 goal. Beautiful team goal.
Very, very well, because he actually had to curve it around one of the defenders and bring it back on the inside. You probably see it better from this angle.
With some pace.
Yes, man. Goalkeeper couldn't reach that.
Almost reminiscent of Vinny yesterday, in terms of the
all the way around, yeah. Goalkeeper stopped, and he probably didn't see that until it started to curve back in.
That's the advantage you get with the football.
Yeah.
Curve through the air.
Beautiful goal. Beautiful goal. That was 1-0. And then everyone probably thought, well, all right, first base open. 2-2, you may have 2 and 3 and 4 and 3. Anything like that, because we have something to say. And they got in the box. They did well after they got in the box. They put the ball in the back.
Good composure too. From the player who finished. Good composure, kind of showed a little bit.
Comenencia. That was the goal scorer. There it is in the 21st minute. So the first goal in the 6th. And so they restart. And hopefully, Markovic, you take me through this one.
Yeah, I was saying a lot of shots. You can see scored via deflection, and they got one there, their first goal at the World Cup.
Yeah. Looked like it bounced over the goalkeeper's hand.
He had a deflection.
Yeah, I know, but it bounced over because it went down.
What you would say as coaches, kick the ball to the goal.
All right, go shoot.
If you don't shoot, you don't score. Kick the ball to the goal.
One of the training models people seem to want to pass the ball
Into the goal.
all the way into the goal. Are those why people don't shoot more?
Wow. What my advocate have been thinking then?
Yeah.
I
think the first you might have, you would have looked at the clock.
I say what?
And say, how much for this? How we have got He knew they got a goal of this. But he's not naive. He know that they're playing against a big German machine. Different, the disparity in the quality of the team, disparity in the quality of the players. But I thought he might have decided to look. We've got them now, on their attention now. Let us go back to our traditional defensive game and try and hit them on the counter when they come on the field.
All right, so half time, Germany 3, Curacao 1. To certain, a lot of people would have been surprised with a score like that. Maybe the surprise was that Curacao got the goal. Remind you later on, Netherlands up against Japan. That's our next game live here on TVJ. But we take a break, continue our half-time discussion, and then we send you back after this.
There's a will, there's a way.
I'm going to sit and go wash it now and get up again for this. I don't want to look like say me children can YouTube watch them something there. Them text every day until I say the song. And then me erase it. Now again, the same thing again. Me tell you. So I want to know when you put them at them kind of chance to come off like.
And today, we're going even further. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you. This is quite a game. It'll be a free kick. Oh, what a goal! Ecstasy, euphoria, and the emotion overflows.
That are best enjoyed with your hands. Enjoy them with a KFC Big Deal or Big Bucket. KFC, it's finger licking good.
Liquid and powder detergent that's delivered. Smooth safe is its first wash. Designed by Aria is...
Aria selected. Aria selected. Come on, one time if you not buy, hey, you know, our pattern is safe for too long, you know. One time now,
They start the big sense.
yeah, with the time and thing that is.
I will fly every day waiting for you. Darling, won't be afraid, I will love you for a thousand years. I love it when I tell
Deshaun, turn it on a little bit for me, Deshaun. Deshaun, turn that down.
Curacao 1, Germany 0. Curacao 1, Germany 3. At half time as we move on. We just started Curacao goal. And more corners, more passes completed. And the ball is from the time 10 seconds left. No surprise there at all.
Some have a 10-pound goal, 2 to the side to Germany. Ghana 6 with Germany, none 3
Short and confident as German trying to regain their ground. I will go for the kid and go for more goals and try to get all of my offensive players, especially a run out in this one.
And you can do it, so what, coach? Coach Advocate.
Looking very hard.
No, I don't think it's hard. I'm so curious how to go out there and manage the first 10 minutes of the game. Let's not let it get away from us, and if you feel like playing, play, but just don't let it get away from us.
Markovic, what kind of game you think we're going to see the second half? Because again, I'm talking as a coach here. You know, I remember we were leading a high school game 4-0 in the first 15 minutes of the game. We were at 4-0. We never scored the fifth one until the 70-something minutes. You know, so I mean, four after 15 minutes, you're in total command. How do you think we might see this second half? People still don't go, or everybody will stay?
Yeah, you might see much of the same from Germany, controlling possession and dominating on the ball. And I think Curacao should just try to keep it tight throughout the rest of the game and maybe try to hit them on a counter or set piece to try to crawl back into the game.
Yeah. How many more goals do you think Germany will score?
I said 3-0 earlier.
You're done with the 3.
You don't let her in.
Said 3, but I mean 2 more.
I actually said 4, love. So we lose already too.
Single digits still on.
Still on.
Still on.
4.
Still on.
You really can't lose it.
Right? You can.
You don't even lose.
Unless it's still on.
But from the German team, really, are we expecting them, as well as said, committee to really come at them? Because them kind of thing as well. We win this, you don't want to get hurt and stuff like that.
You don't want to get hurt, but as Aura said, you want your attackers to feel the flow of the game, to get into it, to see it, to just get their goals, get their passing, connect with each other. If you're going to go and play properly, it's the World Cup, you have to play properly.
Every time people speak to me about what might happen, I always say it will happen on the field.
Yes, it can.
Go back to the field and we will see what will happen on the field. Let's go back.
Broadcast of the FIFA World Cup brought to you by Flow, Red Stripe, Coca-Cola, KFC, Suffragan.
May I try work because I don't want to go hear the song again because 3 times if Father God do, I mean in a bang around with you too, please.
Yep.
Yeah man, the fans and the cheering people not over till the no man, they might cheer and say man.
So Germany leading 3-1 here
As
in
a
Houston.
team say, it may not the coach may not
Curacao, despite being behind by 2, enjoying the adventure, no doubt. Certainly the fans are. And we are going to see a change at the break. Jeremy Antonissa is the one to be introduced.
Everybody done people are alright. So you know me
Has replaced Sonja Hansen.
for my in a mic. For my something for the pedal match, but
Comes on to a huge roar. More than a 4-0 win against Aruba in a pre-World Cup friendly. And the 4-time world champions, Germany, get this second half underway in the white, kicking from right to left. Penalty scored by Kai Havertz in first half. Stoppage time, a real sucker punch for Curacao. It would have looked to have got to half-time just a goal behind, but now it's a really big mountain for them to climb.
Yeah, and they're going to need the game's next goal. The reason they brought in Jeremy Antonisa is because he can play on either wing. He's a one-on-one type player. He's a chance creator. He's got pace, so he's an attacking piece that they're going to hope to get something out of here in the second half. And, of course, he had a big moment here in Houston scoring in the Gold Cup. And this was a historic match for Curacao. He scored in a 1-1 draw with Canada back in 2025. So he's had a great moment in this city as well.
Sane for Germany. Kimmich, good ball. Musiala! Oh, how good was that? Musiala extends Germany's lead in a flash early in the second half.
Movement, mobility, timing, just a spectacular ball and spectacular goal. And to get it this early in the second half, we spoke about the timeliness of goals. You got one at the end of the first, you get one right at the start of the second half.
One team already had one and all.
And just got to get a left foot out to try to prevent the shot there. Just peels off. Sticks it in the far corner here. Just the movement and the passing. I really thought that Curacao might have been able to get a foot on that and get it blocking, but nonetheless, it's the fourth goal for Germany and a big one.
69 seconds from the restart.
60 seconds.
Germany 4, Curacao 1.
Come Curacao.
Pro Bacuna.
I'm setting up.
Come Curacao. Them was fun. Them tell them to them on. You didn't just say them have total control of the ball. Curacao no matter make that feel down. I have no problem with the ball to because them no banding family. So I have no position for percent nothing. If me 1% only make them do the four make that thing although people fail to understand that Brazil time when they beat us was I never have no back end, we not have a defender.
Quite a lot of hope for some of the smaller nations. Curacao might be trailing now, but the door is still open for them.
That would be into the tournament. Absolutely, that's one of the big changes. Yeah, talking about the Turkey result last night, which might have surprised a lot of people against Australia, but the thing is, Turkey's not out of it. You make a great point there. That's the same thing expanded tournament. The fact that 8 third-place teams will advance.
I don't know what you can say. We're going to stop
Jolla again. That's a good challenge from Janino Bacuna. Kimmich picking up the pieces. Momentary lapse from Kimmich. Monville on the stretch. That's been rolled in Germany's favour.
It's going to be interesting to see what Julian Nagelsmann does here today, because he's going to have the luxury potentially of, does he want to keep playing it?
Clever free kick, lashed at goal, and Room got a glove on it. But he is furious with his defenders for not switching on.
Huge lack of concentration here. Quick free kick. Germans are known for this, and he just gets his hands up and is able to parry this beyond the far post, fortunately.
The goalkeeper alone can do the tune. As a defender, not the helping team. Him alone can do everything. And I'm telling you,
Now Florian Wirtz onto Nathaniel Brown.
Don't make him sit in a defense. Because no say if you're going to the penalty part, you're not going to end up get penalty. And as far as the see, they get the penalty, they're going to score. But I'm going to them part, and if you're not, if you butterfly and the penalty. Don't think grandma. Still don't have to them part, man.
Felt as though that they needed to send out a message at this time of this tournament.
They're just thinking of doing things quicker.
Havertz, Musiala trying to return it to him, Zane pouncing, and then runs out of real estate.
I think a lot of this for Germany now is Musiala, Wirtz, these players just getting rounded into even fuller form here, playing with each other, this golden triangle, and trying to produce goals like this. Musiala was maybe a controversial starter here today to some, but that'll move the argument in one direction. There's a lot being dependent upon with him. He missed a lot of qualifying for injury. He's got balance, he's got that agility, it's explosive over a few yards, and he's perfect in these types of games where you got to break down the lower block and play in small spaces.
Obispo. Was threatening to break away. Raul Floranis. No other defender featured more than him for Curacao in their qualifying campaign. Chong being dragged back there by Nathaniel Brown. Free kick to the Blue Wave.
Chong?
Lovely resort. Bakuna now plying his trade in the Turkish second tier. Tahib Chong really wrapped that one into Bakuna. Juninho who received it that time.
Havertz not happy with the call on the push there. Leandro Bakuna. Bakuna brothers, big staple parts of Curacao and the growth of this country as a soccer playing nation. Being a part of what they call this project. And you have to think now, qualifying for the World Cup. Resources can be put into the game. There's going to be a lot of things that can maybe now come to Curacao to elevate and accelerate the sport.
Into Wirtz. Excellent block from Leandro Bakuna.
Police time, they don't look for the 7 and the 8 of them. If you not get the 7 and the 4, them never try the 4 enough. I tell them, if you know them, they get 10. You know, Brazil never get the end up and get the full 10. It's like the look one, them cannot them have to drop it, who get step on, and will kick over and get carried, and get more top of the head, they never make them
the ball recently, so decided to race up to halfway as Havertz takes its shooting practice, it would seem, at the moment. That's left for Pavlovic.
No, them stay, them not stop until them love.
Yeah, he wants his goal, Pavlovic. He's been joining in for play out of midfield. I think Manuel Neuer saying, yeah, I want to get involved in this game somehow.
Them love the 7
it's going to get stretched out a little bit here. I think
so, yeah, man, so what is this country cheer, man? Yeah, cheer, man.
Yeah, it just siphons the life out of you with a scoreline like this. Because they're all such technicians on the ball, they can just absolutely take the life out of you.
Right now, I can't tell you, say, I'm just going to wipe the bottom now, can't see that get this.
Not today. Wirtz. Valencia nipping in ahead of Nathaniel Brown. Chong. They're bundled over by Musiala. Free kick taken quickly. Juninho Bakuna drags it beyond Matcha. Now Zane's looking at closing him down. Pavlovic, Musiala.
Yeah, man, go and play ball. Just when you don't get 4 already, I say go one thing that's it. Just continue to play ball. Some likes it.
You had mentioned the Chong because you're so familiar with Sheffield United ball, and boy, that goal he scored the other night against Scotland. I mean, that also, even though it was a friendly, that goes down in more for Curacao.
I'm a friend named Andrea in the, you know, wow.
That'll carry him back to Sheffield United for more good club play after doing good things in this World Cup.
Well, he didn't play much last season, I'll say that, but he got a bit of a taste towards the end of the campaign and showed what he is capable of. And certainly as far as Curacao are concerned, he's their creative spark more often than not.
Since they still sneak
Here is one of the real workhorses of the team, Juninho Bacuna, who's lost out to the aggressive Mecha, who loves to get involved, loves to tackle. Schlotterbeck to Pavlovic.
So them training there, Miss Mackenzie and
Zane.
4 and I think we have brothers 4 of you guys. I really chest up myself.
The conditions here as well, it must be said, very favourable in terms of the temperature, around 20 degrees, the air conditioning is on, the roof is closed, so unlike so many other stadiums at this FIFA World Cup, a lot cooler, and a lot of the teams will experience. All the air conditioning is always on in Houston. Whatever building you go in, you got to be a master at going from building to building and staying indoors. I think this is a great thing for the teams that are playing here, obviously, in Houston and other places where there is a roof stadium. You know, it is some energy conservation. I don't think there's any question. Home of the Houston Texans, NFL football team. Yeah, this building has seen so many big international football matches as well, soccer matches. We've got everybody here. Tons of Premier League teams, tons of national teams. Barcelona, Real Madrid have come through this stadium. And that honestly is a lot of the reason why Houston, Texas got the bid. Because of an amazing soccer community, but fan turnout, purchasing the tickets really opened the eyes of many people around the world. Jose Kimmich looking for the ball on the inside of the fullback. This throw. Hyde is back to room it goes. Mohamed leading the Curacao in charge. Nakalia on Bill. Chong breaks down in that final third, but at least their move downfield got their supporters out of their seats. They are the ones generating the noise. And now the Germans are getting involved as well. Leroy Sané. Looking for the exchange there with Musiala. And those short little 1-2s, those give and goes, you really have to look at Felix Mecha and Alexander Pavlovic, because these two guys, it's a little bit of a different role for them tonight against Curacao. But these two guys are so vital to the midfield, so important to allow others to attack on Germany. Johnson Sarr, who is one of only 2 players in that first half, got to have a shot on target as Brown makes inroads. Lovely little reverse pass to open the door for him, but Broom was smartly off his line.
And we still man just score and won. We don't fancy the message, okay?
Well, as you mentioned, Glenn, this place has hosted some memorable events down the years. Earlier this year, the famous Houston Rodeo comes to town and draws incredible numbers of people. March attracted so as you look at this field, it was an entirely dirt floor. And after a Bruno Mars concert, very, very quickly, the lady on the surface, by all accounts, it looks just absolutely pristine. Janet Jackson hit the headlines here, not for the reasons that you would want. when she had that wardrobe malfunction during one of the Super Bowls, as I recall. Loranis. Lacadia. The heavyweight tussle there with Jonathan Tah.
Yeah, good from Lacadia here. He turned Jonathan Tah. And you're right, it was two heavyweights. Got an arm around him. And drew what is a very, very dangerous free kick here. One thing, Lacadia is a powerful man. Look at this power and strength and balance there to protect the ball, get himself between it and the defender, and draw a great free kick in a dangerous area.
The Curacao then.
Lacadia, who plays for Miami FC in the USL Championship, played under Dick Advocat at PSV. He's known as well for moonlighting as a DJ. He's picked up a lot of styles. He's played in 7 different countries. But a chance here for Curacao, perhaps, to reduce the deficit. Leandro Bacuna delivering and headed over.
Nice little set piece, nice design. Leandro Bacuna got there on the end of it after the delivery. And he pulls out away from goal to lose his marker and then tries to turn his upper body and steer it back on goal. You can score a lot of goals going away from goal as well.
You know, I like that coming today. I like how him steer. I not like. You don't know which brand, I don't know which country him come from. You don't know. Because one thing him say, look, the resilience there.
And somehow he's missed.
The resilience about the Asian.
Well, that will not do his
comment no
reputation
team, but
any
he
good
comment,
with those who are against him. And there are quite a few, actually.
Him comment him a lot. I say him really.
Leroy Sané.
Yeah, look at the amount of space here.
It's a tough cookie.
Center back is caught way high, and Sané's got to finish these. And, you know, if you're Julian Nagelsmann, you're going, you know, I want Sané to see this hit the back of the net. I mean, we all remember his great development under Guardiola at Manchester City. That's where it really came to life for him, but they need him big in this tournament.
And that's really what the frustration is as far as Sané is concerned, is that...
What kind of frustration no more? I already have 40. You know, so bad game as a grandma say. But one not big time. I couldn't
Because he's got his opportunity out on the right. I'm pretty sure that Leonard Carl would have started. And what a shame it was for him to be ruled out of this World Cup through injury. The talented teenager of Bayern, Dennis Undar, who is coming on. Musiala makes way, he's got his goal.
That's where the cookie crumbles.
Dennis Undar is a lethal finisher. Joel Margarita is about to make his entrance for Curacao. Going off is Jurgen Lacadia.
So a nice luxury to have off the bench for Germany and Undar, who plays for Stuttgart. Kind of a late bloomer when it comes to his career and becoming a goal scorer, but a good option. And back to Leroy Sané, he's got to be present in this tournament. You know, to your point, it is controversial, but he's got to be present in this tournament. Would love to have seen him hit the net there if you're the manager.
There is Undar straight into the heat of battle. Antonissa. Loranis providing the outlet. Bacuna. And Tah stretching.
Just gotta love him as a defender. Part of the core of Bayern players on this team. Jonathan Tah, decade after debuting for the national team, didn't make it to one of the World Cups, didn't get picked. And here he is 10 years later in a World Cup. That is some story. As you see, look up, trying to get involved here with Bakuna. He'll throw himself around.
A free kick for Curacao. Jeremy Antonissa to swing this over. Flicked away by Schlotterbeck. Oh, a big chance here, passed across. And Leandro Bakuna strokes it in, but it will not count. The flag is in the air, and they are cheering wildly behind the goal.
What? 4? Germany, they are 4?
Alright, come me. Come here.
Germany are wicked, you know, but that you never like Germany, you know.
Doesn't get more obvious than this.
Eh? One-on-one penalty. Come here. You must say Germany give Brazil 7, you know. Say no, say every time I see a Germany, I'm traumatized. Watching it because through Curacao in there. I mean, tell me, say, what, any other side of my play, I never watch it.
What if they get 7?
Come here, that's wicked. It'll bring back memories. Grandma, you know what this thing too? Then give Brazil my favorite number. It is 7 my favorite number. And then give Brazil 7, so I can't never forget that.
Away by Fondell. And they've got really high hopes for him, you know. He made his debut in that friendly with Scotland prior to the tournament. He's at Nijmegen. He is seen as one of the best prospects over in the Netherlands. Play left back, left wing back, but a really good engine as well. He's directly up against Leroy Sané today, all part of the learning curve for him. As Undar flicks it, and it's finished off by Nathaniel Brown, who gets in on the act.
Oh God, mommy,
His first goal for Germany.
5, mommy.
5-1 they lead. The world remembers the exit. This is Germany remembering who they are.
Jesus,
Well, Nathaniel Brown gets in a high position here. Here's a flick. It looks like it's slightly offside potentially.
What me say, it isn't a match, it's an
It's a
execution.
quality finish. And he
Mommy,
hits his left shoulder a little bit.
it's a true me watch them with
Slices
Germany,
volley and passes
with Brazil. I never forget that history that I can't tell you what me, the damn Mullines wrote from promotion, me, Finley, and Brazil. And I didn't think that on the promotion, me I set up the day there, and then I set up something like I'm excellent for the Brazil match, you know. I said, it's to win. Then give Brazil the first one. I said, right, then we can come back. When you do the two, I said, no way, my job kind of comes up. You see, my neck quick so. The 4, my bend up so. Then you do the 5, my sit up so. Then you do the 6, I sit up. Then you do the 7, sit up.
Germany 5-1 up on Curacao.
Nothing something to do, see me? Why did you do them dirty clothes? Tell me, see me?
Brought to you by Flow, Red Stripe, Coca-Cola, KFC,
Alright, that's it, no.
Should I have party?
Sunshine
Grandma,
and water.
me need for anybody, I have time, I need for anybody have a life and tell them me say grandma serious things. I saw me sit on pandit in a moonlight something on the trees, haven't they said they went to like when my mother scored the one that the guy from Brazil, so yeah. Woo! You would have more. You know I like. But mommy, traumatized. Yeah. grandma.
Mommy and John, when they play this, want to squeeze or something here. Don't let it to the
The mango? Alright.
squeeze on my one.
Yeah. Grandma, you couldn't tell me nothing. Trust me. That was
Then that's a cripple.
trust me.
She couldn't straighten up.
Them say boys could talk. Me tell you something. Say me video in that thing and laugh. Then that kind of we all me come and say no we Brazilian come like so we Jamaican. Go and say come on to Brazil match. Say mom see me watch it. Happy that me can't come welcome in one thing out. One thing don't take out something though. Well thing there.
Is that part? When you done, you flop out.
Say mommy, I'm humble me. So I can't tell you.
Yeah, that's a
Me know German. I know German. Look at people, look at people.
Then just say she.
One away. I tell about it make. One girl, she loves me. I tell like, she have a quad from the girl. Brazil situation only football club to the summer.
They want to so. Now now what? They want to play with him. I'm watching now watching.
You know all them people, I so we cry. We cry not to cry now. I cry. Next month they will say so until 2022. When we finish the summer, we will get to a touch of so balling now and we can't walk with the heart so much man. Till it say.
Metro is going on.
Oh, Jesus. Deshaun, mine, we broke that broom.
You're taking lunch time, my guy, back.
Okay.
When you forget 4, you give 2.
Lorenzo will jump into that midfield spot.
No,
Most
good.
key player in the squad currently.
Then they're
On the
turning
ground.
quickly.
Yeah.
You just want to,
I'm going to take the word for that. We all rely
you
on
just want to cheer. Nothing mobile. Then mobile cheer. You be?
Don't
be carry you.
So, mommy, that's all that time. When body performance never so 100 in terms of sales. What did it? Crash. We said, could it pretend to end up and talk to nobody again after? But I'm not talk.
Germany will win opening World Cup.
Ah, Jesus. You enjoy your rings,
No,
oh, you say that.
No, get the last part, give me that, me know something over me, me never explain. Look like I just said what we get kind of traumatized. It's like, first I did say until the 2. I'm forcing. And the 6. And the 7. I said, mommy, program, mama, like I can't even understand.
People have asked that question. Is Germany the top tier teams that can win the World Cup?
Yeah, it's good.
It's hard to say no. On the other hand, it's not really they haven't been out of the competition the last
Like
tournament.
before,
I think everybody's putting Spain and France at really the top of this pinnacle compared to everybody else.
I mean,
Talent on this team is certainly
what are we exactly yesterday? Do not call it something, especially the alphabet people. The same like how yesterday, can't ban the word, yeah, alphabet, so everybody could see the kind of what I would say, me, Justin, Finley, and the next girl.
I don't want them to.
I mean, some man in a thing, the man, tell you, say, I want big one, I hold up all the man, and we, grandma, trust me, nobody in a man look, auntie.
Boy, when they turn for a PJ.
Set really, really high.
Nobody auntie.
Critics are drinking
What
coffee
did
every day and reading
auntie
papers.
buy? So when I watch a match and I want to tell a 5 or something, tell a 5 something and something, just say just bring back something, yeah man. Don't want to love the stress of them, they're not giving up. No, yeah, I didn't, but no race. As soon as
Margarita came on here and came close, trying to wrap his foot around it, trying to use his Rudiger. Has enough
maybe
time
we have someone like the
to
Jerry Spinner stuff and I pass it on to them and I side the team. Sometimes I'm not going to do that. People push them up in a set. Yeah, when you get for hydration break, when you try to do some set piece.
Azerbaijan, you know, you get some amazing stories of some of the countries.
Because I know, say, more better than people that on them a striker.
68,021 the crowd here in Houston as Brown steers infield for Undab. Oh, miscue opens the door for Havertz potentially.
Catch it.
Heading the way of Undab, but room is there to claim.
I know that was golden catch, you know. No golden catch. Really, it's a goal.
Shot.
Goal keeper.
Goretzka gets it back from Zane.
From the face. Open from the defense.
Yeah.
Well, you know, then
They put nothing on like Brazil like we this is one team, so we give them the floor. We can have a look. No, Brazil, from when we get them, we don't really team like that. It's like we can get them a tree, we get them a tree, but we don't know. Brazil not really do so harsh. So Germany and USA, our next country, they realize they can
come, defense.
And in from Undab. It's
shit
for Germany.
This I remember me. No man, this I relive. This I relive.
Jesus Christ.
This I relive back Brazil.
No man, with a ball.
This I relive back
No,
Brazil.
man.
This I relive back Brazil.
Your hand. Come out and suck it a while ago. Yes or no?
Yeah.
And goalkeeper may have
But
pucks.
it was the unselfish
When
play
we supposed to go to Wembley?
of Kimmich.
Alright, watch you do.
Undab will get the
When
goal.
I do this one?
Stuttgart player.
Someone to the damn blasted defense. Then I tell you, he says, stop opening the defense too much.
That's what this game
See that?
It's a boom.
Oh, okay.
squared beautifully across the
But when we go, the thing that
Man, not even try to kick it out.
Yeah,
trying it out.
trying the defense at
But he's got a knack for scoring goals.
Christ.
You don't know what
this reminds me of Brazil.
Germany here.
I don't want to get a Nixon before
No,
him come out.
them not stop. Let's tell them.
to score in this
them
game.
about humiliate them like they want to win.
Yeah, them will do it. When we met to say that, so them say them.
See, them want
Yes, so them give Brazil, you know, oh, Brazil escape with 7 and never go 10. Otherwise, I look at young youth and say, no man, if I even yellow card, so go yellow card. What's all we do?
So they might go, Germany, I want to wickedest
Them,
and then one little underdog team as well. You see, Curacao 160,000 people and 105 million. Is that like an island?
yeah. Yeah, remember 168,000 people there.
Boy, everybody a ball over Croatia right now.
They're not bad.
Everybody knows that Germany.
Push him down, man.
Be careful because
Push him out their box. At least kick him out there, kick him foot.
So after them do a 6 of mommy, they might go for one next one. If them are still not mommy, I saw them do Brazil. Because when they get me for done, we get the one little goal from the youth.
they don't want the
That them are do, yeah.
goal.
Yeah.
Why not even friends? This
More wants to do the other team on the play, so then we can know so now play.
Yes,
because when I can't people when you say them, yeah.
Go down well with
Them can be around with 80 so.
starting more games.
We now ask price grandma. If I look up them one day, so they might give you a car, see me?
So that's the impression it would seem.
And next one again, in team again with the next one over the bike, big speed go and then team again, in comes up. I saw you for do. I saw them say that Brazil do a lot of them that both want eat on the youth just come so and chop so. And them okay with the licking. You have to tell them how them mama know them grandmama know all them play. We tell the grandma, don't tell them before, so they might stop and tell them that them what do. They like to humiliate, that's why I can never like the Germans then. In terms of in football, you're around. When they're playing football, I don't hate them as an individual. I hate how they play football.
Emotional type of player.
We can't even laugh now, cause
You gotta find that balance.
see that girl no better when you play rugby. Grandma, we give them 58 to 2.
Short tournament.
58
That's
to
all the moves are there.
So me,
You burst for the line.
58 to 2.
that's not nice.
The boy, man, them them never reach a semi-finals, you know, so they
Come here,
never
this one, look here.
them are going to
Look at
say, yo,
Remember this.
boy,
Look at
they
Germany.
say, no, that, we kind of over this, because we kind of need the points, them, you know, because if they get more points and come top of your group, they get an easier side for playing a semi-finals.
Oh, okay.
7 attempts to 0.
God, me a big, you know, then get a next one before. Boy, kick with them foot or something, do something. Do something.
Grandma said them put them foot, them can't get it done at penalty.
Kick with your ball, man.
Everett on Bill.
Catch your ball, goalkeeper.
Yes, man. Over so, over so.
Everyone. Brown who put it in.
Alright, we better than anybody go watch your match, China, cause
No, me I watch it, every one of them. That's their life.
It's a experience for them.
Yeah.
Next 4 years are better experience.
Yeah.
and the first time I wake up,
Yeah, them first time I work
They're
up.
just say,
Yeah.
they're scout who was scout out for football.
Yeah.
Jermaine Castaneda, who was actually
Them all get money off of them. Say go them, so it go chunk come off.
is on for tackling.
Remember feeling him, watch him here, color. See the coach and feeling way. Cause in just know say, you know, I want them
Now
to
go
go
in
in
there.
there. Yeah, we not go there. Yeah.
boy,
And Valdemar.
The way Maverick nervous yesterday, them are trouble. Maverick not come yesterday, you know. When Brazil are playing, you know. Him not coming as playing. No, to the Brazil are playing, then as studio.
He comes on.
Cause one nobody got
His
trouble.
father is Russian, his mother is German. Great day for
play ball, man. We out this
Here
up.
this team, the controller of this team.
Try to get that next
He gave
goal.
the ball away once here today. It seemed an easy day for him. We didn't really see him.
No one them get sick, because they get sick does bring a Brazil members. That means that me have.
10-14.
Yeah, they get 6-1, we can say alright then 6. But the 7, I just bring back memories. We can't them something called PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder.
They all get that
He
next
said, Grandma, let me poor grandma and crick me a crick.
Yes. No wonder yes, so. From hurt me, so man.
Oh, shit.
It'll come on
Why?
that way though, but they were strong enough in the
run
challenge.
away, kick with your ball, do something. Lord God, them are come murder down. Kick with your ball, young man, kick with your ball. Nah, you have to kick with your ball, brother.
He's away from Pavlovic.
Get it down there, so try to get that next score.
Zanissa.
No, too hard.
Reed has beaten to it by Valdemar Anton, but it is a Curacao corner. A good attack from them.
Boy.
Okay, from the corner.
Attack warning.
Try to do something.
Zanissa with the corner in. And out
Take
by
it.
Goretzka.
No, Jesus.
Pavlovic.
And need to have different set piece.
Man, them put too much for over the corner. But them put
Then the grandma said them defense over too much.
Boy.
I never learned Argentina, a big son Argentina, for them weakness, mommy. Them not for them time they left them have a defensive problem. Like them open them space, open up too much, yeah. Kenisha ever went to Kenisha watch match ever cost. Like they ever open up too much. So and them a bigger team. So but you mean like if them team, them may have
No, Jesus!
catch it.
Kick with your ball, man. Catch it and kick with your ball, man. No. It's 5 field hours, 5 minutes. No extra time now, you know.
Again, come here, say the match will be 7. I saw them stay. I tell you, him's a good goalkeeper and I get that to them game that he's a good goalkeeper. But sometimes he's a human being and sometimes as a grandma we all misjudge.
Boy.
In terms of him may think so them when him go on the grandma, he never know say them are gonna switch on the ball and go. So I say go experience teaches wisdom. Maybe 4 years from now, you look up on Curacao and Curacao say, we learn from the mistake, yeah. Them first game, them may learn from their second game.
Castanier's on the move. Moranis likewise. And Schlotterbeck is there to intervene and guide it back to Manuel Neuer. They're going to give Schlotterbeck a lot of credit today.
What are you painting place, bro?
Yeah, man, them want to give them now, Johnny, Kwame. Them are cheer for them, you know, watch them soon. Them are cheer for them team, man. I want to look a piece of island, you know.
Boy, look, man, look like him one ball.
No, man, look like him one ball. Him just watch the game. Him just afraid to say no one, I'm going to give him the rest. Him said no, I give him more. You don't know, say it was like every, at them first game, I'm going to play against Germany.
Why?
I want the team them get for one team. All of the other team them like France. France get one easy side for pay for them first match. But end of the day, I don't know if it's time if the team will look easy. I'm going to be one easy team neither. Because far as I see it, you can't judge nobody. Dupont Qatar. Qatar going as an underdog. And then the last part when the game if you done, Qatar score 1-1.
The 3 out of the 4, obviously, debutants for Curacao.
Boy, I'm not 3 more minutes. Try to do something. Yes, man. Try. No,
and so they call them stop only. I want them much they may give them 6 minutes extra time.
That would have won. They can get 6 minutes, then probably score another thing. One just
I want them score before the 90 minutes, so that means you want them to. If you want if you get a 2-6, me okay with it, because you won't bring back the memories. But then 6-1, you traumatize the mother.
Then what tell you for boy, no! Jesus, no! I'm going to murder that. Jesus, him get it. Them get it 7, man.
Oh, I'm asleep.
Boy, they get it 7. Jaja, man.
Look where I look down in the air. Boy!
Jesus, they get this.
Finishing from the Germans.
Not telling such a Jesus, man. Oh, more no one find look a piece aside.
Wonderful little flick from him. That leads to this goal to Kai Havertz.
Mommy?
Even the commentator lose all of him excitement.
My team, I know mommy mommy, I know a football game get me wrong, but I just don't like to people humiliate people so much. I don't like them something, man.
That's how game go. They need them fine.
But it's just more momentum building. And it's there, like you said,
He's a ball, I can't balance it there, you know. He's a ball, grandma.
Well, we got 2 in the last edition, but from the bench.
I should have tears already, grandma. Because this will bring back memories of when Brazil something, grandma.
I'm supposed to be Jamaica.
Why?
Did I show from my belly?
Why? Look at things that Jamaica never go in that much, man, because
I don't feel like it.
them team would have murdered him.
Like.
Ooh. Jesus Christ, look at it again, look at it again, look at it again. Boy.
No.
Kick it over. It is. Yeah, man, run your boy, kick your ball, man.
At the very highest level.
No, give them no. Oh God, man, that team, they money I must kill this team ever seen in my life. Every time they go in a World Cup, them come to give everybody one murder execution.
Yeah, man.
They not give nobody no chance. They say much as they get a easy son. What we are going to do now? Kill we are going to kill you now. Boy. 5 minutes extra time.
So many chances here. So many different players.
Yeah, that's how we can. It's better than they go down that too. Because
26 attempts.
that's 7-1 them getting up. Boy.
Come Curacao, no matter really what I do, even 7-2. 7-2 no me not gonna remember but nothing. Just
So them want to stop it at 7-1. And probably go a 8-1.
Me I go for me something go tackle Timmy, the one Timmy and the one Church. Watch me and them.
Still, despite the fact that they've conceded so many. You're on a dick uppercut.
Two of them beat me. They must celebrate Germany.
And I think you bring a good point up that you got to
Captain,
credit
then you
your
say
staff,
captain.
you got to credit the players for staying in this because it's
I
not
true.
an easy game to be in.
That trust me, that's one of the reasons I like that comment today. I even find him name. Him said him love how them see that player. Him not easy to be defeated.
In the first half with Curaçao's first ever World Cup goal.
I really like him. I think he's kind of
Boy, I'm gonna try, yeah, man.
Them try.
identified himself today. Certainly he
get
had the
tight
goal,
now.
but I've seen some good things from him. And he's again representing
You will go freedom in our first half and say, you can't get to the first World Cup goal after that.
sort of the youth of Curaçao and the future.
So I'm see the 3-1, I tell grandma said I'm not about to tell them in a pan.
This place there
Tell
from
grandma.
Rudiger.
Tell grandma.
Boy, if you get the red card, yeah, man, now we can go so far. Kick away ball, do something, kick away foot. Because I like when I go back in the game after this,
Lots of it behind
then
it.
I get a redemption.
Floranis,
Come in, run for it.
the Kuna brothers trying to combine.
Why?
Come TV, this is not the moment for you to go out the foolishness.
Another look. Just that little delicate ball over the top.
Germany now the leading goal scorers in World Cup history. Reliably informed.
Let them be one.
Now pick up the goal scorers. Yuli Sailor,
Woman never tell
Jaroslav
them let them be
Klose,
one.
Gerd Muller,
They always get it.
Muller, Klinsmann,
What they get the power?
Boy, kick him foot, man.
No, man, you have to do them something there.
Kick
Do the
him
other.
foot. See, they kick him foot, man.
Do something like the other grandma said. I'm the can't make them fool eat, man.
Kick him foot, brother. And if me play that ball game, then I'm not get no more. Kick him foot, my lord. Jesus, man. Kick him, man, lord.
Kick it to man.
Cleared away.
Kick him, man.
Yeah.
Bro, who for foot me forget, bro, and so they can't play one next side and deal with them. So kick him. Make sure.
Oh, Germany given a free kick.
Jesus, guys.
Oh, God.
You know, say Germany are going to do them for that.
See ya.
Yeah.
Well, I said, go. We tell them to do them. Okay with
Back on his
that.
feet now.
You're going to get a free kick.
Boy, make sure they can't go to one next side. So, oh God, man.
Oh, David Brown showing interest in this.
No, they never get next side that.
Them get that next side that?
Okay.
That's there as well.
Me, you want to see them do one next side that.
Boy, now 1 more minute. Just hold it on.
Hold it.
This reminds me how me lose my man. So, grandma, you eat that boy
3 days in the eat for.
40 minutes. I'm tell him and say, he man say, I want to go find feeling, grandma. And coach say, alright. Him go drop, knock on the ball, make it other side, get the ball and see him and 2 minutes down there so I could even run to catch up and lick him down. If man go score, grandma, someone come and say, Jesus. Yeah, good. Grandma, first time I drop them pine gun and I said, I want ball, and I said, yo. Ah, boy.
It's constantly
That's crazy, man. Them score.
Who flicks it round the back, cushion back now.
No, kick it, man. Yes.
Just got away
Yes.
from him.
No.
Anton.
Alright, he gone, man. He can't catch it, man. Yeah, man. Pick him up, man. He not forget no goal.
Certainly.
He not forget no goal, man. Two. He even went. From see it down 5, you know, I say, yo, them want to get that side of 7, you know.
Oh, boy.
Why?
Something to stop both.
Much more minutes left.
So
One
minute. Game done, who's it going to get game done now? 7-1. So I really back 2014. No, go better. After this done, go better find shoes.
Germany got a lot of attacking players' goals in this. I mean, I think it's kind of what we expected here today. It's the difference.
Why would they watch it? No.
Broadcast of the FIFA World Cup brought to you by Flow, Red Stripe, Coca-Cola, KFC, Sapugen, Sunshine Snacks, and Water.
My urban come out at grandma, because look how much me put myself in a problem with the something. Because my urban come out time.
Ah, boy. 7-1. Murderation.
Definitely over my house got talk about something. I said this remind me back at 2014.
Paraplegic.
Don't grandma, I'm not telling a lie. Mommy, if you saw your daughter and they stayed at feet, mommy, I'm not lying, I felt defeated because I said, imagine, as when I bring back to my attention, imagine the players and the people who actually is a band president and the fans who pay them money. So people them ball in the grandma, that I want moment. Me, at the only match where we can never ever rematch, but I will never.
This month, but Colombia, in the Colombia.
I will never ever watch that match that I gave them, but we watch other matches, but not the one day. Tell you should watch like the match between Argentina and France because so France scores so Argentina. I like thinking about this one and mommy. It's come and say this is a match them play. Them are execution. What mommy? Executioner.
Execution.
No,
It's an execution match. I'm going.
Yeah. Mama, you say for now for that, I want to see the other team in my play. I'm excited to see that. They make me want to watch them. Because I want to see them with the other team 7. I remember when they never them tried that, but I tried to say Belgium and them team, they could do that.
Belgium have them away.
Yeah, man. I think them, and in the last part, them tried with Argentina, try 15. They could get Argentina. Remember I say at the last minute when we gave me for done, they were freshly come on. And get the one, and the game done so. Guys, nothing that going to penalty, but the guy look at you, come on. And the youth, when the game here for done, and score the one.
I was looking at Germany in terms of the context of the other contenders, how good they might become as the tournament progresses. And that's where my thought was.
And can you judge them, Tony, on this performance because of who they were playing against?
Yes and no. They had a lot more space on the ball than they're probably going to have when they face some of the top 10 contenders. But in terms of finishing their chances, they look really sharp.
What did you find out about the German team that you probably didn't know before, or you didn't find out anything that you didn't know?
No, nothing special or nothing like that. But an interesting point, the ball recovery time from the Curacao team is maybe the worst we've seen in this World Cup so far. And the opponent is going to get better for Germany as they go by, but they did what they had to do because the game was 1-1 at one point, and they fend them off and show their class, which I mentioned in the pre-show.
Yeah. Ora, we spoke about it before the game. Yeah. But what would have been the mindset of Coach Advocat? I mean, you know football, he's been around forever. Yeah. He's won quite a bit. Yeah. But you know him going against...
Knew his limitations.
Yeah. Right, so what would have been,
eventually it would have been damage control. And maybe it was because of damage control why it never got to double digits. But it just quickly about the German team though. I thought that Curacao was able to carve them open a couple of times. And that wouldn't be a good sign for them going, well, they can make those mistakes now. But if Curacao is able to push them back and carve them up a couple of times, when more quality opponents beat them, might be an issue for the Germans.
And I don't disagree, but as a coach, no matter who you play, then we have a couple minutes in the sun, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, but if it's a box side, that can't work.
No, but I accept, but I still say, we don't see the stats yet, but I'm sure Germany would have had much more possession. But I still say, even if you're playing against a little, you know, them going to have a minute or two and then going to get a chance or two because you're not going to be like this for the entire game.
I was talking to someone in the halftime break and they said, this is what Jamaica would get if we went to the World Cup. I said, no, I think Jamaica is a better football team than Curacao. We just messed up the qualifying. I don't think we would have get 7 or 8 or 9 from Germany.
Well, to remind you, we were beaten, what was it, 3-1 from Croatia and 5-0 from Argentina, which didn't surprise anyone, and we lost Daryl Powell in the first half. We played the second half with 10 men, and then we beat Japan. Differences. Japan has made it back to every single World Cup since then, and we're not there. We will talk about Japan in just a little while. But Germany, we expected what we saw.
Definitely.
Yeah. Where did you have Germany?
What one?
The World Cup. Where did you have them? Top 4 winning semi-finalists? Where did you have?
Quarterfinalists? Yeah, the top 4 with Germany right now, with how France looking, Spain looking.
I never had them with mine.
Yeah.
Not past the quarter.
Not past the
I
quarter.
said France, Brazil, Portugal, and who was the next one?
I never mentioned it when I was
Portugal and Spain.
Right. Those are like the top ones.
So you don't think Germany from what you see here?
I can't really use this game to
How did you
judge.
put before the competition?
No, I don't have any. But even though I'm in a German shirt, it was
There you lie against us.
that's a German.
I'm kind of glad about Italia, nobody can talk to you.
But when you look at the game though, were you impressed by the Germans? I don't think I was.
No, but it's tough to judge a team when they're so much better than the other.
Yes.
You know, it is. You know, they say subconscious is part of your brain that you're not even aware of.
Yeah.
You know, so right. So mentally you enter the game and you say, so. Which is, I've said this many times, but I think that's the same reason we didn't qualify for the World Cup because we, you know, when my idol said soap, but we just never take it serious. I think so. But let's look at the stats. I mentioned that we hadn't seen the stats, and I'm sure Germany will have some surprising if they have about 60 or 70% in football. They're like 54.
No, it's
much more possession. 26 attempts at goal. 11 attempts on target, which is more than the average of shots on target. And when I say that, I mean you will see some teams 17 shots but only 3 on target. You know, 18 shots, 4 on target, 11 on target. To score 7 goals is good. Obviously, Croatia never had a whole lot. The corners, 563 passes, and you heard Markovic say, even though 18 seconds is not necessarily that bad, it's worse.
in the second.
Yeah, at the end of the first half, it was 25. 25 is not good. I mean, in recovering the ball, because the quicker you get back the ball, the more you can do because you have it. So not surprising.
No, I like that you see a couple of new German players emerging. Yeah. Because this is kind of a mix between the old guard and the new guard. I like that players like Musiala and the young striker from Luther. Yeah, you see those coming to the fore. Because if this team is going to progress, I think those are the guys who are going to sit here.
Tony, what does Croatia take place?
Curacao? I think they take a lot from it. From appearance, score their goal. I think everybody expected them to come out defensively. They came out and said, hey, we can play. We're going to show you guys that we can play. And they probably afford to win. Just a little bit. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. They tried to go for them in the early part of the game. They had their moments where they kind of got some counter. At the end of the day, they scored a goal in the very first World Cup. So if I'm Curacao, I lost, but I'm happy.
So Markovich, advocate will say what? All right, we get 7, but we're good. We're in the world.
Yeah, we got them from the best opponent maybe in the group. So we have Ecuador and Cote d'Ivoire next. They might get a point from the group. I would like to see them get a point from there, knowing they're from CONCACAF.
Ecuador or Ivory Coast?
You said if someone messaged you after them and said Jamaica with the word. And that is something they need to. Jamaicans have a top about humanity. Jamaicans have a top about so for example, Jamaica should be safe. I believe so. No pepper.
You know me bad. I've said publicly already that the only time I lose sleep over football is when Jamaica goes. Even things that I cook. Against next that I go over and say, well, you're not something. But when Jamaica don't do it,
it's not a better football. They're not a better player, and they're not a better football. It's just that during that World Cup champion, they did what they had to do. So it is a simple thing. An inferior team can get the better of a better team. Yeah. That is what happens. We should be kicking, well, we should be kicking some people. Until to kick ourselves, but we should be kicking some people. Oh, you say we're at the outer level or we're better than them. If we execute our potential, we can be the team at 3 or 4. Easy. It's street that will
guys, I'm gonna do some blending. Thank you all who's with me for a long time. May God cover you and keep you all safe. A beautiful Sunday. See you all.